Please understand, everybody, we are a peaceful organization. We are not here to argue or dispute, but to notify calmly and lovingly. Because
our intention is to educate.
We may give somebody a heart attack.
And to be diplomatic. But we will not ask, we will implore. We will not demand, we will command.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Don't fight over the mic.
Your presence is more than necessary. The less people mob at them, the more effective this is.
Make an appearance.
Yes, you may. We're a peaceful organization here. We're just here to give you some.
We're here to make notice to the Attorney General, as well as the LAPD, that we saw that they came out and put some signs over there, and the sign said any person who is here after the hours of 10:30 and before 5 a.m. is in violation of some codes, right? The signs say that. We've came to assert to you that we are the people of the state of California. Have you officers entered valid oaths of office to support and defend the Constitution for the United States of America, as well as the state constitution of 1849?
We're just going to listen to what you have to say.
I need to know that to find out if you're actually cops or if you're impersonating officers.
No, we're police officers.
So you have entered oaths. So you have entered oaths of office then?
We're sworn.
Okay, you've sworn. Sworn officers who have entered oaths of office to support and defend the Constitution for the United States of America, as well as the state constitution of 1849, correct?
We are sworn to uphold the Constitution.
There you go. Gotcha.
Which constitutions are you sworn
The United
to uphold?
States and the state of California.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all we need.
We are the people of the state of California. California Government Code 11120. The people of the state of California do not yield their sovereignty to the agencies that serve them. That's in the California Government Code. Here we have from U.S. versus Cooper 312 U.S., U.S. versus United Mine Workers of America 330 U.S., Yickwo versus Hopkins 118 U.S., and Wilson versus Omaha Tribe 442 U.S. It is stated in all of those, the term person does not include the sovereign, and statutes employing that term are construed to exclude it. Yes, please. I'll say that all over again. The term person does not include the sovereign, and statutes employing that term are construed to exclude it. If you look in California Government Code, section 11120, the people of the state of California do not yield their sovereignty to the agencies that serve them.
Okay.
That means that we are the sovereigns, and the term person does not include us, in accordance with these cases. So for any officer to come over there and tell us that we are in violation of any of those codes has to first and foremost be warned that we are not in violation of those codes because we're not subject to those codes. Yickwo versus Hopkins 118 U.S. Sovereignty, by definition, is not subject to the law, for it is the author and source of law. But in our system, while sovereignty is delegated to the agencies that serve us, sovereignty itself remains with the people, by whom and for whom all governments exist and act. We are the sovereigns. The term person does not include us. Statutes employing that term are construed to exclude us. So when you go and start running people off that lawn, you must first find out if they are the sovereign. You feel free to ask. If you guys want to go over there and say, excuse me, are you the people of the state of California? Oh, if you're not, then you're in violation. And those people will say, fine. If anybody does not want to be the people of the state of California, allow them to incriminate themselves. But we are here to let you know that we do not waive our rights. We stand in our rights, and this precedent has been set by, before the Supreme Court was formed. The Supreme Court is simply acknowledging it. So we're here, and notice to agent is notice to servant is notice to agent. Notice to agency is notice to servant. So by informing you, we are informing the Attorney General, who it is now your job to inform. It is now your job to inform your captain that we've come in here and made this statement. We have our sign. It's going right next to your guys' sign. And if you attempt to infringe on our rights, you will be taken to court for deprivation of rights under color of law, and you will be sued in your individual capacity. And we don't want to do that to you guys, because we are so proud of the work you guys have done.
We are.
You guys are doing
proud
such great work.
Yeah.
We're very
And we are in support of you guys.
We really are.
And we know that it's not you who wants to kick us off that lawn, that these orders are coming from other people, but they do not have the power to infringe on our Constitution, infringe on our rights.
And they don't have the power to infringe on your
by telling you to do unconstitutional acts is infringing on your right.
Yes.
Because you have entered an oath to support the Constitution. So anybody who's telling you to violate the Constitution is trying to make a criminal of you. And that's a crime. And so for you to follow any unconstitutional orders in accordance with Marbury versus Madison, which states any law that is repugnant to the Constitution is null and void. It will purport to settle as if it had never been passed.
Yes.
That means for you guys to follow orders that are unconstitutional is an act of violation on your oath of office. It's a violation of your oath of office. So we're asking you guys not to violate your oaths of office, not to violate the people of the state of California, to understand what we're telling you, that this is the law.
Do you have a copy of that?
We will make you in and we will bring it back.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
My
we have
name is Manny.
one more
Okay.
additional.
I don't shake hands, don't take it personally.
We have one more additional notification, and this is a notice to all California public servants. This constitutes notice of law and fact. A copy of this document may be entered into the public record for any administrative or judicial hearing in accordance with Federal Rules of Evidence 402. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. California Government Code 1360, unless otherwise provided before any officer enters on his duties of his office, he shall take and subscribe the oath and affirmation set forth in Section 3 of Article 20 of the Constitution of California. California Constitution, Article 20, Section 3. All public officers and employees shall, before they enter upon the duties of their respective offices, take and subscribe the following oath or affirmation. I, you state your name, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. Defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California. And I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter. This is your oath that you
Yes, I
gave.
remember.
Okay. California Government Code 3108. Every person who, while taking and subscribing to an oath or affirmation required, states as true any material matter which be false, is guilty of perjury and punishable by imprisonment in the state prison for 2, 3, or 4 years. What this explains is that if you perjure yourself on a court of law, that you can be sentenced as a police officer to 2, 3, or 4 years. California Constitution 513. The Attorney General shall be the chief officer of the state. The Attorney General shall have direct supervision over every sheriff and other such law enforcement officers, such as yourself, and may require of any said officers to make reports concerning the investigation, detection, prosecution, and punishment of crime in their respective jurisdictions. California Constitution, Article 3, Section 3. The powers of the state government are legislative, executive, and judicial. Persons charged with the exercise of one power may not exercise either of the others. Attention, public servant. It is unlawful for you to require anything of the people, as you are apparently acting on behalf of the Attorney General in the execution of statutes. You are hereby presumed to be operating in the scope and capacity of an executive power. Therefore, I accept your oath of office as your open guarantee to the people that you accept and understand the limitations placed upon you by Article 3, Section 3 of the California Constitution you have sworn to uphold. You are hereby noticed that your failure to recognize the separation of powers via your unlawful attempt to cause a judicial determination via the issuance of a citation or a summons will be duly noted, and that your willful intent to usurp and violate the very Constitution you swore to uphold will be considered your agreement to accept full personal liability for violations of the California Government Code and various torts created due to your actions which are not within the scope of your lawful obligations to the people. Should you choose to ignore this notice, the presenter, which is all of us, the presenter and presentors, reserves all rights to initiate an investigation in your actions with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the United States Marshal Service, the Attorney General of the State of California, and any other applicable local or municipal entities as may become appropriate. This notice is being presented in anticipation of your unlawful actions and is offered as the presenter's good faith, our presenter's good faith, of effort to ensure public safety, along with the safety of the acceptor. I hereby publicly declare, we here publicly declare, that we are and I am exercising my unalienable right to avoid making any statements which may tend to incriminate me in any present or future criminal, civil, or administrative hearing. This includes my right not to provide you with any information, documents, or other tangible item, including but not limited to fingerprints, photographs, urine, blood, hair, or any other DNA-bearing items or any other items of identification, which may be used against me in any manner. Failure to defend my exercise of this right, or to obtain any further information from me or us, will be considered a willful act of malicious aggression and threat of the information obtained without due process or valid cause of action. You are hereby noticed that 1. The exercise of a right may in no manner be converted to a crime. Number 2. The presenter declares that he, she, us, we, is under duress. Number 3. No valid agreement or contract may be entered into the presenter